Welcome to Ayurveda and Essential Oils. This is a three-part series, and today's video is the first video for caring for your digestion and weight. So I'm really excited to get to talk with you about the power of Ayurveda and essential oils and on practices that you can apply to your life that can become an everyday part of your routine and your well-being. So whether this is your introduction to Ayurveda or if you're a seasoned practitioner, my goal is that you'll find something here that you can take away in both a practical and a sustainable way. So if this is the first video you've watched in this series, you might go back to the first video on caring for your senses, and that goes over briefly what Ayurveda and essential oils are. But today we're going to just dive right in. So this workshop today is specifically focused on our digestion, maintaining a weight that is most healthy for us as unique individuals, and in really treating our body as the amazing partner that it is, with care and with compassion. So we'll be working with common essential oils, ones that you can use for many different things. And if you have the doTERRA starter kit, you'll have everything you need for this workshop in terms of essential oils, as well as for the next workshop in the series. So I'm going to share my screen. And, okay, so if you have ever felt uncomfortable in your body, you're not alone. And when I say uncomfortable, that can be physically or emotionally. And with a body, sometimes those are the same thing, because our culture has such a very narrow set of physical standards that are considered healthy and beautiful. So as a result of that, we often look to the external for what is right for us, rather than focusing on our individual health and what is right for us as individuals. And then on top of that, our habits and the way that we eat our food can have a negative effect on our digestive comfort. So the Ayurvedic and essential oils approach empowers you to improve your digestion, to balance your metabolism, and to commit to powerful forms of self-care and self-acceptance that can help you to really feel comfortable in your own skin. So Ayurveda meets each of us exactly where we are. It allows us to make incremental and sustainable changes towards more vitality and fulfillment. So if you are truly living in alignment with nature and with your doshic blueprint and your particular imbalances, your body will find its way to its ideal weight and comfort. So I do want to say a word about weight. Ayurveda does not value any body as better or worse. So what we're evaluating is, are your practices serving or not serving your balance? How do you feel? The elements of space, air, fire, water, and earth are within us all and are in unique concentration and combination in you, expressing your individual makeup. So all bodies are Ayurvedic. All are expressions of the five elements. And there's no formula for the perfect body. We look at how the elements are presenting in you, and we work to create balance so that your body can find its own way to its natural healthy weight. So we're going to look at two things: your digestion and your relationship with your body. So I'd first love for you to do an assessment in a practical sense, just of your digestion and your eating habits, to give you a kind of a state of the union and perhaps a clear why as you uncover things that you might want to change in your daily eating habits. In a later video, we're going to work a little bit more with our beliefs around our body, because these wisdoms in Ayurveda that help your digestion and your metabolism are never meant to be judgments or just one more way for you to beat yourself up, right? It's information for you to make intentional and compassionate choices for yourself and for the way you feel as you move through the world. Okay, so one more share. So if you have a notebook, you can do this along with me right now. You can pause as I speak, or you can come back, screenshot this, however you want to do it. But at the end of this video, or at some point, if you choose, take a few minutes just to assess for yourself the following things. So how many meals do you generally eat per day? How many times do you actually have what you would consider to be a meal each day on a normal day? How often do you snack? So how often are you having something to eat between a meal, or maybe while you're cooking your dinner, or before you go to bed? What cues you to know that you want to eat? How do you know that you're going to eat, that you want to eat? What is that? Is it a feeling in your body? Is it a thought? Is it because it's that time of day? What does that cue for you to know that you want to eat? How do you feel after you eat? Both physically and emotionally. What do you generally feel after you eat? How often are you eliminating? At what time of day? So how often are you having a bowel movement? Are you having that in the morning, a couple times a day? Is it irregular? What is the quality? And do you have any issues in that area? Are you experiencing any digestive discomfort on a regular basis, such as heartburn, gas or bloating, constipation, or nausea? And now think about, how do you eat? When you eat, are you eating alone? Are you eating with others? Are you sitting down, standing up, walking while you're eating? Are you eating in front of the TV? Are you talking? Do you eat quickly? So that's sort of the how of your eating habits. And then think about, what do you like about food? Is it the taste? Is it the comfort? Are you someone who only eats because you know you should? What is it that you like about food, or do you? Why do you eat? What is your story around food? Is food bad, good, neutral? So, as I said, you can pause right now to write down your thoughts on these questions. You can come back later, screenshot this, whatever serves. But I really encourage you at some point to look at these questions and to answer them honestly. So, of these things that I mentioned, all of these things that I mentioned actually are for us to notice and assess, but they are common issues. So digestively, heartburn, bloating, constipation are all very common issues. And then around our eating habits, things like not sitting down, eating while we're distracted, eating too quickly or not on a regular basis, eating too late at night, feeling like food is the enemy. All of these are really common issues around food. So please join me in the next installment, where we'll talk about how what you eat matters less than how you eat. But we will also cover the what of eating as well. So if you like these videos, make sure to hit subscribe so you'll know when new ones are ready.